Okay, ko alayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. My name is Lamadia, and in this video, we're gonna talk about prophecy. And as we see happening on the news, the stage is set for World War III, which is gonna end in a nuclear war. But before it escalates to a nuclear war, it first will be a ground battle. And we see it now kicking off now with these small hats and these Ishmaelites in the Holy Land. And we finding out that pretty much, how should I say it without getting his channel taken down, but in other words, it's a controlled opposition. And what that means is the opposition is being funded by the one playing victim. If you know what I mean. And this war that's happening, that's that they saying, or these so-called terrorist attacks that's happening, that is being said is happening from Hamas, is really um a agenda to cover more of the land of Israel, or to cover more of the Holy Land, and push the Ishmaelites out of the land and push them more into Egypt. But all of this is just going to escalate into World War III. So the first thing I want to do, I want to start it off with this scripture, because the spirit was heavy on prophecy and being obsessed with prophecy, or addicted to prophecy, which we should be. Now, Sirach, or Ecclesiastes chapter 39:1, it reads, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient." Now, what is wisdom? The wisdom is talking about these scriptures. How do we know that? Let's go to I believe it's 2 Timothy 3:15. There we go. 2 Timothy 3:15. "And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures." So the subject is the holy scriptures. "And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise." There you go. So the holy scriptures is what make you what? Wise unto salvation through the faith which is in Yahweh Shah. And when you break down this word wise, the word wise means to see. Just in case you don't believe me, just look it up. And we looked this up plenty of times, but I'm just pull it up again, because with Jake got to be repetitious. So let's go to the word wise. The word wise will take you to the word wit. Um, there we go. It was a take you to the Latin videre. So the word wise derived out of the Latin word videre, as you see highlighted, and what it means to see. So the Holy Scriptures is which will make you wise unto salvation. And where wise means to see, because the prophecies are events that the prophet seen that was going to take place in the future. But we see these events through the prophecies. Um, Let me see something real quick. Oh, nah. Try that again. There we go. So the word wise means to see. And it's mentioned in Proverbs 22 and 3 and Proverbs 27 and 12. So I'm going to click on Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man, that's a guy that's wise, foreseeth the evil. For something that's for meaning beforehand, to see before. The evil, what's the evil? The bad times, where evil means bad times. The events that's in the scriptures that was open to us through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished. Because the one that doesn't see what's going to happen, they're going to be destroyed. So going back, I just wanted to show you that. Let's go to back to Sirach 39 and 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High is occupied in the meditation thereof. What it means to meditate, to constantly think of it. Something that's always occupying your mind, that's something that is an obsession. Now, it says, we'll seek out all the wisdom of the ancient. Now, we know the wisdom is the scriptures, the holy scriptures, as we read in 2 Timothy 3 and 15. And be occupied in what? Prophecies. You know, the word prophecy means to say before. To say what before? The events predicted in the scriptures of what? Bad times, such as nuclear destruction, the MOTB, the famine, you know, the return of Yahweh Shah. These are the things that occupy our mind, and we speak on it. So now let's go to 2nd Ezra 15 and 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. Now, the nations of the dragon of Arabia are talking about these different Arab nations. The Arab nations are these nations that, excuse me, these nations that share the same customs, and their predominant language is Arabic. And here's a map of different of the Arab world. You see it right here, the Arab world. And these nations here all speak Arabic. They all Muslims. You see Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Syria, Iraq, Egypt, and that's what's happening. We see what's happening right now. They trying to push the people. These small hats want to push the people that's in Basra to Egypt. It's like, give me 1 second. Okay, it's like him. So yeah, these are different Arab nations. So I was saying before, These small hats want to push the people in Gaza. It's like if I say Basra, I was slip of the tongue. Gaza. Uh, there we go. Gaza. They want to push these Ishmaelites that's in Gaza um into Egypt. So you have Libya, Sudan, Algeria, and we read Ezekiel 38. It mentions about that as Libya as one of the nations that's going to be that Russia's going to be a guard onto. So now let's go back. Second Ezra 15. With the nations of the dragons of Arabia should come out with many chariots, meaning to get for war, and and the and the multitude of them should be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. Now the Carmanians, let's put up a map of ancient Carmania. I don't know, you can see it. It's small, very small, but when you see the mouse, the finger, it says Carmania. Now that will be known as the land Slovakia, type in Iran, which will be Iran today. You see here you have the Caspian Sea and the Persian Gulf. And ancient Carmenia was down here, which Iran was used to be known as the land of Persia. So these are these Elamites in this region, and you have them over here to Pakistan, Afghanistan. These are um Elamites. So now also the Carmanians, which are Elamites, raging in wrath should go forth as the wild boars of the wood, which will be today the Iranians. And with great power should they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. The modern day Assyrians will be the America. And it says, and they, it's like it, and then should the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they should turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. So it says about the Arabs, which is referencing told the dragons, what the dragons represent told these different Arabs. It mentioned it as the dragons of Arabia have the upper hand, remembering their nature. Now, for us to understand their nature, we have to go back to the blessing of Ishmael found in Genesis 16. All right, so Genesis 16 and 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son. Hold up. Maybe I should start at 8. Give him some more background. Genesis 16:8. And he said, Hagar, Sarai maid, whence camest thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress Sarai. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself under her hands. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be remembered for multitude. It's like it shall not be numbered for multitude. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord have heard thy affliction. Now here's the blessing. And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. And she called the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou power seest me, for she said, Have I also here looked it after him that seeth me. So the point was here at verse 12 that Ishmael will be a wild man. So that's the nature he's going to remember. And that's the upper hand that the Most High is going to give him. Let's go to Isaiah 14 and 29. Rejoice not thou, whole Palestina, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. And this is the Lord speaking to these different Arabs. And the Most High told them not to rejoice. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a cockatrice, and its fruit should be a fiery flying serpent. That's those missiles. Because the land of Israel is going to get hit with missiles too. And the Most High is going to clean it. And the Most High is going to drive out these small hats and these Ishmaelites, these Amalekites and these Ishmaelites out of the land to prepare for us to go back into the land when Yahweh shall return. So with that, I'm gonna close. Lord willing, this video is edifying, and I'm gonna say all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, Shalom.